But they might need to sponsor the boy.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Might put you back in the game. Might bring
Nah.
them back in the game.
If
What
they
the
sponsor
fuck?
you, Chris, I need like 50 watches. All right.
Yeah, OP.
Wait, hold
Hey,
on. Quiet on the
every
set,
day.
y'all boys. We about to react to this. Joe Budden, Adam22. He's at his neck. Adam be
Ooh.
on some slimy shit sometimes.
Not me.
But I'm here for the opinion, baby. We here. We live. We tapped in. So we gonna tap in.
Disgusting. What he do? The nastiest performance I've ever seen. What? Why do y'all do that?
Okay, so let me give y'all some background story. So basically, Adam22, he is the owner of No Jumper, which is a content YouTube hip hop media podcast. It's like a hybrid. It's kind of like the Breakfast Club almost, just without the radio. So basically what happened is Adam um he makes clips and he posts them. So like he does interviews of like rappers and YouTubers and basically like I wouldn't say high profile celebrities, but I would say like internet celebs. And so basically a couple months ago, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels died. And at the time, Adam just launched No Jumper Clips, which was the second YouTube that dropped clips of podcasts and interviews. And
How did you pause on that boy's face like that?
I don't know. That was on accident. But so yeah, so like he does clips of like interviews he done and stuff. And so recently, he honestly like he had the No Jumpers clips for a while, and he was clipping old stuff. But Kevin Samuels had died at the time, or a little couple, like a month or two after he had like the No Jumper clips. And he did the interview with Kevin Samuels a year ago. So as soon as Joe Budden died, I mean, not Joe Budden, as soon as Kevin Samuels died, he started posting clips of Kevin Samuels. And they were very clickbaity. I'm going to pull them up right now because I remember.
Damn.
Watch it. They were very clickbaity. Not even going to lie. It was like, hold on. All right, so we're gonna do the ones that were 3 months ago. 3 months ago. That's perfect, actually. First clip: Kevin Samuels on women preferring hustlers to working men. Which honestly, Kevin Samuels is true on that. Like women like hustlers more than they like working men. I don't know what the correlation is that, but honestly, that's not entirely true. That's what we see on social media.
Nothing Kevin Samuels ever said was entirely true.
Well, it doesn't have to be entirely true. There's some truth to it, but sometimes I feel like it's exacerbated.
Yeah,
It's
all the
exact.
time.
Yeah. Okay, so imagine Kevin Samuels died, the most controversial man, on
One of
YouTube.
the
Yeah, one of the. I'm gonna say the most because when he go crazy, it like he does numbers wherever he go. Like
ignorant.
you think Kevin? I mean,
Mm.
I think the people that
Like
watch him are ignorant.
to tell a woman like the fact that you're not 5'4", 140.
Nah, 120. He be one of them girls to be what? That boy don't damn well. Ain't no girl this age. You be it.
Average women. He be looking up average women like stuff, and then he go on Google, and that's his fact. That's why a lot of the stuff he was saying.
Hey,
Chill out.
hey, Ill Vision is not lying. Nah,
Like,
cause
bro,
I'm not gonna lie though. I used to personally watch him, but then I would have to stop myself because sometimes the way he be treating black women, I'd be like, yo, he gotta chill
yeah.
out. It's not even that deep. Like it be like some simple shit, and that nigga's like, go, like he's just on 10.
I literally seen a shorty shut that boy down, and I was like, good for her. She asked that man. She was like, he always talking about high quality women, and he always saying like the older you get, pretty much like the less value you have. And that boy almost like he was almost like I don't know
he,
how old he
he
was,
was
but he had a gray
55.
beard. Yeah, like he was talking like he was 23, and that lady was like, "Yo, so have you met high value women at your age?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's high value women everywhere." And she was like, "How come you don't have one?"
Bitch.
was like, she was like, I've been married twice, and she's like, so you couldn't keep the women you had. And yo, this man
Yeah.
sitting here trying to give relationship advice,
Oh my
and
god.
he really can't. So that's what made me really start watching that boy. I'm like, that is kind of true. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, my
like
sister
every
said the same thing. Like I
yeah,
said, what she
every
think about Kevin
relationship is
Samuels?
biased.
She's like, oh, like it's true, but like, why would you take advice from someone that's been married twice? I was like, oh shit. I was
Yeah, like
like,
that's the same way I feel about Andrew Tate, Nico the boy. Like they be saying some true stuff, but at the same time, they don't really know what it takes to be in a relationship. The relationship ain't perfect, bro. It ain't
that,
peaches and
that
cream.
shit not perfect. That shit not easy. That shit is not whatever your ideal of a relationship is. Like,
Yeah, but that's what they looking
and
for.
sometimes you may think somebody like people don't experience like certain things in a relationship, and then you find out people experience shit. Like
Exactly,
that shit is like,
exactly.
like
It's
you.
all about building, bro. It's building. You go through stuff with that person, and you gotta willingly do it. Like y'all gotta be able to talk it through.
But you gotta be happy who you're doing it with, though. That's one
Yeah,
thing I would say. Like you can't like yes, honestly, you can build with anybody, but you gotta be happy while doing it. But if you're not happy while
yeah,
doing it, or it doesn't feel like it's how you want it to be, how you want it to be. I'm talking about both from a man and a woman's perspective. If it's not how you want it to be, then just don't do it. And like,
yeah.
because at the end of the day, like when shit hit the fan, like all you got is your happiness and your memories. That's all you got, bro.
What is in the paddock in the piece? I'm pushing P.
But
Y'all know that.
also, 3 months, Kevin Samuels on interracial relationships. All right, hold on. That's two. Another one. Kevin Samuels on incels and discrimination against men. Hold on. Another one. Kevin Samuels on bringing escorts to a work event. Okay, I'm gonna come some slack on that one. That wasn't like too bad, but he had like a good 6. Oh no, it's like 7. He got a good 7 on them boys, but it's okay because like it's like bad that what he did was really fucked up. It's not really I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it because like if your thing is to create content, your content is setting around stuff like this, and you grew to a point where you're making money and like why like two things can be two. You can make content and then you can make money, right? But there's like this thin line where like it becomes are you really doing it for content or are you really doing it for money? And the content is just like you're trying to justify your action. Because at the end of the day, Kevin Samuels, honestly, I'm very sure hopefully he had all his business things set up where, whatever AdSense revenue he gets from YouTube is still, being pushed out to a trust, and then the trust is, pushing that income out to the kids. But if he has that set up, but other than that, I mean, he kind of benefited from this too. Like it's a two-way street. Like content, anything you put on the internet is a two-way street. Whatever you put out into the universe, anybody could take whatever with it and run with it. Like like you could buy nice things in your house. Doesn't keep people from stealing from your house. Is it wrong? Yes. Do people still do it? Yes. I mean, the world is evil. I think people forget to realize that. But back to the clip. We didn't even. I didn't even play 13 seconds of the clip, and I broke that bit down.
That's some good shit. I mean, you gonna get on your ass. Bro, play the video.
Nah, for real.
False. Somebody dies.
Nigga, we came here for
There
you.
is a
Fuck
huge
that.
demand for that content. You re-upload it. People see it on their subscription feed. They click on it because this is a very talked about thing. People are
Nasty.
literally mourning
I can't
him.
even listen to this.
What is the part
That is disgusting.
Give me a coherent argument against re-uploading content when that person is extremely newsworthy.
Take it away,
I
please.
gotta ask him.
Yeah.
Was the content in a negative
No,
connotation or no?
No.
What was your take on it?
And that's the one thing. If you ever watch No Jumper, they don't try. Honestly, they really don't try to incite shit. Sometimes like the person that goes on there just like does it or it just happens, And like I watch both Joe Budden podcasts and I watch No Jumper. And honestly, I love both of them. You watch them for two different reasons. I like the dialogue better in the Joe Budden podcast because they be talking about like real life stuff, and No Jumper does too. But like, I think No Jumper is like funny, but it's like real life. Like it feels like you kicking it with the homies. No Jumper, it feels like it's just for entertainment. And I was able to separate that in my brain. I know no I don't come to No Jumper for like no I literally come there for entertainment. Once you realize that you come to somewhere for a specific thing, all that other shit does not matter. All right, let me pause the music. I got the music in the back. All right, and let's keep going.
No, I won't
That
say.
does sound
I won't.
nasty.
I won't
I
say
can
it.
see that.
Nah, that's what I was asking. I wanted to clarify because I didn't.
Nah,
see
he
it.
didn't. He didn't slander his
No,
name.
of course.
He just re-uploaded everything in the world that he had on Kevin Samuels in the moment that he died.
We had never even done clips from that interview, so I think we clipped a bunch.
Until
of
you
different
found a
clips.
good time to do it.
Yeah, well,
That
Oh,
sounds disgusting to me.
You had a Kevin Samuels interview.
we had already done it. We didn't do clips at that time. We started a clips channel after that. We went hard with the clips from that interview after he passed. We had never done the clips before.
How soon after he passed?
I don't know.
Shit,
next
an
day.
hour.
Yeah. The
1
next day,
hour.
probably. Yeah.
It was nasty, Adam.
What is the nasty part
hold
about it?
yourself
Not gonna lie, that bit was not one day. That was in the next 24 hours. Literally, I think I saw it within the same 12-hour span. And so that I just wanted to clear.
Nastiness is you are trying to capitalize off of somebody else's demise before his family even had an opportunity to.
How am I trying to capitalize on it? I want the people who are sad about his passing to have the content that they want to see.
turn off. Then turn off monetization.
All right, this is where he got to cut the bullshit. You telling me you want to repost his stuff after his death because you want to celebrate the things that he did? If you didn't want to monetize, honestly, you would have turned that shit off. You would have turned it off. If it was like that, me personally, if you think it's like that, you'll just post that on your personal story and keep it pushing. But if you're dropping like 4 to 5 clips right after he died, you're trying to capitalize off that. If his name was like trending for like 2 weeks. And sometimes his name still pops up till this day on Twitter. Like he'll just end up going like be randomly like viral. Like you were definitely trying to capitalize off this. There's somebody else. That's all the roof. Shout out the roof. Greatest artwork on the planet.
Hey, come
If you turn up monetization, you're going to stop it from spreading.
Shout
on
out
the
Roof.
platform.
Stop
Nobody's
it,
gonna see
Adam.
You know it's
Adam,
true.
stop
You're a
it.
YouTuber.
Adam,
You know it.
stop it. Yo.
Every YouTuber out there knows I'm telling the
And Adam, you gotta cut the bullshit again. Who cares how many people it reach? If people love him, they're gonna find him. That's it. You don't have to push that. You don't. Just say you was trying to make money. Just live in your truths. That's the only issue I have. I'm not. It's wrong, right? It's really wrong. But I understand why he's doing it. He's doing it because he want to make money, right? But if you're gonna do it, then own up to it. You know, be accountable for it. Be like, yeah, I did it because he died. You make more money when people die. Truth.
the truth.
Is that why you did that?
Stop.
Because I thought that people. Yeah. The whole thing with making this content. If I do a Joe
I'm
Budden
gonna
interview,
market this off.
is it nice that I made a bunch of money off
Say what
interviewing
you're saying the right way, because I'm gonna upload this.
Is it nice? Good. Is it nice that I made? Did I interview you for money? No, but I made, let's say, $10,000 off of AdSense when I interviewed you. Did I interview you for money? No.
I'm not
Is
dead.
the $10,000 very nice?
I'm not dead.
You didn't interview him for money. Yes. But you knew if you interview Joe Budden, you're gonna make money off of him. Your platform is about making money. Your business is about making money. Yes, you are creating content for people. Two things can be true. You're making money off him and you're creating content. Both things can be true. Nothing wrong with that. But you making it seem like you're not making money from it, or like $10,000 isn't worth, think about it, $10, like let's say if it's true, like $10,000 you make money off of one video, that's pretty good, like the average American, that's like three average Americans like monthly. I wouldn't say three. I'm gonna say two average American income is that. So think about actually no, it might be like three or four. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Different when
I'm not dead.
Oh shit, he passed.
Stop it, Adam. I'm not dead.
How does the death change that?
A big because had he not passed, you wouldn't have uploaded that like that.
Had there not been a giant swell of interest in this guy because he passed?
So basically, what he's saying, like, how does death play into that? And basically, how the death basically plays into that is that if he dies and he's trending, and his name is trending wherever you search it on Google, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, wherever the case may be, and you decide to, okay, let me make a clip about that. Let me make a clip. Okay, if I'm making a clip, right, and I want to beat the algorithms, who's trending? Kevin Samuels. All right, I'm gonna put Kevin Samuels' name first. Okay, what is the things that he's getting dragged on for Twitter? Okay, interracial dating. Boom, I got one clip. All right, what's next? Oh, women prefer hustlers instead of working men. All right, cool. Oh, how he brought an escort to a working van. Boom. Like it's okay. Okay, it was strategic. But like you have a price to play. I mean, you're sacrificing moral compass for the dollar. And it's okay. You just gotta admit to it.
Not okay.
He says not okay?
No.
Come in, Elvin. Let me know. Why is it not okay? Why is it
The
not?
world needs more compassion, man.
The world needs more compassion, but the world is not gonna give you compassion. You can't expect people to be compassionate. I'm sorry, you can't.
I know you can't, but it's just sad.
It is sad. It's really sad. But like what I expect you to do, I'm not gonna expect for me to do, like if Adam, like if he decides, oh, like I gotta make $1 off this man's death, then honestly that's his prerogative. Is it bad? Yeah, it's bad. But if that's what he decides to do, that's what he decides to do. Like
If that was his intention.
you said what?
I said that's if that was his intention, though.
That I mean, honestly, it wasn't his intention. Cause all he could have did was like, oh, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, and made a montage and call it a day.
So you saying he was just making clip by clip by clip?
Bro, if you're posting clips and each of them getting like, all right, let's go back. Let's look how much views them shits was getting. Right? This is how you know Kevin Samuels was doing numbers. 3 months, 500,000 views. Off a clip. Off a clip. 700,000 views. Off a clip.
He broke the interview up.
Yeah, he just broke the interview up in clips. I mean, that's why I'm not like that's why I'm 50-50 about it. Because he already had it. He already had it posted
Does
a
he do
year.
that for anybody else?
He does. He does it for a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
He does it for like if someone dies, like the only actually no, I take that back. Because when certain people die that are closely tied to the West Coast, he's a little more cautious about what the fuck he posting. So like for example, if you go to No Jumper Clips and we talk Young Dolph, watch this. I'm about to show y'all some shit.
It's crazy that they be interviewing people and they actually be passing away.
Bro, look at this. You only see one clip. Flacco says Young Thug deserve his RICO case. And that's not even about Young Dolph. Gangsta Boo.
Young Thug though. That also Young Dolph.
No, I typed in Young, but this is my point. You don't see Young Dolph on here. I searched up No Jumper Clips Young Dolph. Young Dolph died not too long ago. But you don't see him making clips. All right. I got more ammo now. Draco the Ruler. Watch this. Watch this. this is okay because this is him talking to another artist about uh Drakeo's death, right?
Mm.
Cool. Ralphie the plug on the fight lead to Drakeo's death. That's cool, right? Clip, but he's not. But this is like content that he's making with somebody else. This is not content related to his interview with Drakeo the Ruler, right? More clips. Okay, oh Jeezy on being stage. Like he's actually like when he does shit like this, for example. So like when he does like this, remember Draco the Ruler, rest in peace. This makes more sense. This is wholesome. This is coming from a genuine place. And I think you decide not to do that because you know one that it's tied to the West Coast and it's sensitive with a lot of people at your office and it could put you in harm's way. Two, you're close to that person, so you decide for respect for his family, you're not gonna monetize off his death. And three, you know that was politics, but not for Kevin Samuels, you know. So there's some bias there. Cause like at least if you were consistent, I would understand where you're coming from. But when you're being inconsistent and you pick and choose based off your relation, that's when I feel like you can't fall back on the media. You can't fall back on the content.
But definitely got PR trainer.
Who? You
No
said
jumper.
who? Oh, no jumper? They got captions trained. I'm not gonna lie. One thing they got is captions. Like they be sweet, short to the
You
point.
just answered your
I
question.
would have
Yeah.
uploaded those clips either way, yes, but the interest,
Then why you
the
didn't?
I
fact
wish
that
I
the
had some
audience
wireless
wants to
headphones
see
so I
it
could lay in
is
my
the reason
bed.
I upload it.
No,
Do
the
I make
audience
money?
are searching. The
Do I
audience
make
is searching
money?
his
Sure.
name, and it's like, you know what? If they're gonna search his name, let me attach to that.
That's
They're not
Exactly,
necessarily
yes.
going to look for.
What?
Let
They're
me go see what
searching
clips
his
are out
name.
there.
The fact that they're
He's
searching
trending.
his name
His name is
why
trending, and
it's
let me attach
logical
to it.
do it.
His name is trending. Let me attach to it.
Yes, let
So
me
that's
give
what
the fans
that's
what they
saying
want.
something different.
No, that's why
That's saying
it's
something totally different.
illogical to do
Why,
it.
when
What you
someone
sipping
dies,
on,
do we
Chris?
act like people only make content?
Sipping on that whiskey, you
It's not
know.
true.
Something
I
slight.
want to entertain the audience.
You
I
had
wanna
the
show them
content
something
already.
Sipping
meaningful.
tonight
You
too.
had the content
That's why.
already.
Right.
That's
yeah.
why. That's the
We
difference.
hadn't got around to uploading it, and then he passed. I'm like, fuck, we
Yeah,
gotta upload.
stinky up.
And that's what we're saying.
That's
And look at this. He admits to saying like, "Yo, like we weren't gonna like we were behind on uploading." He probably wasn't gonna clip that bitch. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He wasn't gonna clip that bit. But as soon as he saw him die, he was like, "Oh, I gotta hit. I gotta hit. I gotta hit." And based off those views, he probably made like a good amount of money. And it's only been 3 months. You know how insane that is?
Yeah.
It's only been 3 months. He probably made like 20 bands off that shit. Five. Yeah.
Crazy that that man passed away though, bro.
That was like so sudden. Like that bit didn't even. It didn't even like feel. Not that it didn't feel real, but it was just like, whoa, like this is so sudden, you know?
He just blew up.
Bro, that's what makes honestly that's what makes it sad for me because it's like I hate when people find a tempo and they find the rhythm and they starting to make money and maybe I think life was already good for him before, but this would like took it to another level. Like you doing music videos with future and all that stuff. Like, bro, like he was definitely grinding,
Mm.
trying flying back and forth from Georgia to Miami and doing this and that and meeting different people, interview with Nicki Minaj and all this stuff. Like, bruh, he was popping. Like, that boy was living life. I see that boy post on YouTube showing him copping a gray Ferrari. Not Ferrari. I was like, yo, this boy living.
He was living off other people's expense though.
You ain't lying. You
I
ain't
don't
lying.
know if that's a good way to live. Kevin
Oh,
Samuels.
so it depends. It depends how you look at it. If you watch his live streams from front to back, not really. It's the clips that just took him to another level. But with Kevin Sam, the only reason why I give him some grace because he's consistent with that. He was consistent with that with women and men.
Yeah.
You're like, eh?
He was really bagging on women.
he was really bagging on winning, but that's what the people wanted. That's what the people were watching.
Yeah, they
His
just wanted
original
it was
his
just like
original
white
content was for
supremacy.
men. Like he was dogging men. He was giving cologne advice, shoe advice, how to dress, what to do, how to elevate yourself as a man, and no one was watching it. As soon as he started talking about women and started disrespecting, as soon as he started disrespecting black women, that's when everybody wanted to watch. So can we blame the person making it, or can we blame the person watching it? You know,
Both.
you can blame both, but I think there should be more accountability on the people watching it. Because if I give you this content and you didn't like it, because like I'm not gonna lie, the stuff he was posting before was a lot was way more better content than what he was dropping. But everybody likes the shitty shit, man. And then, like you said, it goes back to like everybody needs to have more sympathy and compassion, but that shit just doesn't exist in the world.
I feel like him bashing on the when people say he bashes on black women, that's just kind of easy cop out.
It is, and it's
Bash on women.
so like, all right,
I mean, his audience is predominantly black, so I'm not really expecting a white woman to be calling Kevin Samuels for advice.
but he bashed the white. He be dragging. But you know what's so funny though?
He drag everybody. That's why I'm like,
He
why are
drags
people saying this?
everybody, and at the same time, he does not like. Honestly, he doesn't. I mean, he throws insults out there, but once you get but the insults happen like way after. He does not start with that.
Yeah.
He was too controlling, bro. That's his problem. Felt like
You think he
he
was
act like
controlling?
people could. My thing is, bro, if somebody come to your platform and you allow them to come on your platform and speak, you should let them speak. A lot of times, bro, he wasn't letting people speak because he thought he knew it all. He was a know-it-all, bro. He'll cut people off and tell them, "See, that's the problem." Da 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 da. Da. Like he was rude, bro. Like that's what got his views.
Yeah.
That's what got his views. Like he was just rude.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't agree with that. That side of things. I mean, like, yeah, you can give a woman pointers on what she's doing, but if you're gonna allow her to come on there, then let her speak. Don't cut her off and tell her this is your problem. Like, no, let her speak. If you're gonna really be real, you know what I'm saying? Hear what she gotta say first.
Yeah.
Then you can go, bro. That's what I ain't really like. Bro. Like he was just rude. And then when people call him out on his BS, he want to hang up when he don't want to get called out on his own shit. Like that's what I ain't like about bro. And that's why he can't keep no damn woman.
Tell him.
That's true. That's a
He
fact.
dress up in all them
But why do
fancy
y'all feel
ass
like
suits.
taking advice from a guy who's had 2 marriages is bad?
Hey, but niggas, hey niggas taking it though. Niggas taking it,
Yeah,
and
I'm
he.
saying, like, you gotta be able to actually see that shit for what it is, though, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you though. It's the women's fault.
Yeah.
Cause bro, he don't invite them. They just come
oh
on,
God.
bro. They literally just come on. That bit is like the Fresh and Fit show. Don't they just do that bit for the clout?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They just go on
But
there.
some of them actually went on there looking for advice, though, bro. That's the thing, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
some
yeah,
real,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
for
yeah,
some
yeah.
real, like, it was some women that went on there, bro, looking for real advice, and then he just talked to them any kind of way, bro.
That is
And you
true.
don't, yeah, you don't do that, bro.
That
Like,
the average woman video was rough. That one was rough. His most viral video was rough. I ain't even gonna lie. Like it was entertaining at first, but once you peel it back and you sit back and you actually listen, you're like, why is he going so hard on her? Like she's literally just
he feel,
asking you for
he feel like his
advice.
past is really like I don't know what he went through with women, bro. But he at their neck. He was at their neck when he was living, boy. Like he seemed like he got it together. Like I don't know what it was, but he really had it out for them.
Ah, it was like animosity built up for so many years, It's like, bro, it's like your uncle just going crazy at the barbecue. And you just like, yo, why is Birdie going so hard?
That's what I'm saying. He was too old for that, bro. That's what I really like. He was way too old for that. You would think like, bro, you talking like this, and you what he was 50, 54?
Yeah, he was like in the 50s. Yeah.
Bro, he was way too old for that. That's not expected to be talking about. Like, yeah, I don't know. Kevin Samuels was just,
That was a different nigga.
yeah. That's why I really can't get into them boys Tate them either. Like, I get where they be coming from, but at the same time, bro, it
Nah,
ain't what it seemed.
I don't watch none of them boys. There's that bit. I don't know. Like, content kind of died out for me. Like, it was
Yeah,
cool. It was cool, but that shit lame. That shit lame.
it's lame as hell, bro.
That shit lame.
They sit down and talk about bitches all day, and they not really getting none.
But that nah, they getting chicken though. They getting some money,
Yeah, they do.
and they
I'm
getting
saying like,
and they getting bitches too.
yeah, they
Yeah,
they
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 do.
getting women, bro. I'm saying
They,
none worth nothing that they claim they looking for.
That is true. You ain't lying
I'll give
because
you that. I'll give you that. Yeah.
What they claim they looking for, bro, they not looking for it. Like for real,
oh
they just making content about it. But they not. If they was looking for that, bro, they'll find somebody. With all, bro, come
Well,
on now.
yeah,
I feel like with the Tate, I mean, at least with the Tates in them, they be telling you to focus on yourself. Don't even look for a woman. So I don't know.
I mean yeah
I
they
feel like with that.
And
I feel like with
I
that.
bet at the end of the nah, bro, 'cause I feel like at the end of the day, every nigga really looking for a good girl to keep by his side. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, regardless of what it is, like, yeah, you might have had your ups and downs with some, but everybody looking for that one lover. You know what I'm saying? Even Andrew Tate,
that's
even him and his brother Tristan, even Sneeko. That's why they so mad because
Mm-hmm.
they wanted that, but they couldn't get it.
yeah
So now they generalize
They say
all women in the same category, and I know this because I used to do it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's
yeah.
like they got to get past that, bro.
Nah, for real, that's fact. You speaking? I'm listening.
They got to get past that. That's why I'm like, hey, man, it is what it is.
I don't watch
Um,
that bit because I like girls. I like women. I'm sorry. Like you can't be back. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like you can't be back. You can't be bashing some shit that you be sticking your dick in. So.
what? Exactly, bro. You gonna go to the club and spend a bunch of money on her too at that. Like, what is you
Like,
talking
what's going
about?
on?
Like,
Like the
what is you
hypocrisy.
talk? Everything you do is for women, and you talk about them all day.
Yeah,
Like, you got these Bugattis so you can stun on these shorties and tell them you can't.
because you're not doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for women.
Thank
Like
you.
honestly, niggas get money for the bitches. Like niggas that like
So they can flex.
so they can flex. Now there's people out there that get money for like other great reasons, but you can tell when
They
niggas.
passionate about what they do when the money comes.
Yeah, exactly. Or even the fact they're focused on the money that it is important to them, but don't like make it seem like oh my god, like you just what 100% to the money and you ain't smacking shit in between.
Hey, come on now, bro.
Come on, bro.
All that boy talk about is women in his video. All them boys. That's all they talk about.
You know what's
They
crazy
attention.
too?
Mm.
They criticize these women and they making all their money from women. That's
Yeah.
fucking
Isn't
crazy.
that crazy?
Yeah.
That's
They ain't
crazy.
talking about him. I don't know if they
Especially
get
the
any
nigga
money.
Andrew Tate. Especially him. That boy, what he do? He got like a webcam service or something where he pretty much do that. Like what they say he exploit women.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's pretty much one of his businesses, bro. Like he got a
Yeah.
webcam service and niggas come online and chat with women and he tell them to do this and do that for these niggas. Like, bro, that's what he does. That's one of his businesses.
That boy pimping.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
He
man.
was.
So don't make fun of sex workers if you. That's crazy. I
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And
Nah.
he's investing in it. Like,
Nigga investing every penny in that bit. Like, yeah, this shit making
he
me
claim
money.
he claim he trying to bring like he trying to uplift, but you bringing him down at the same time. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy that people are subscribing to his shit. That's the crazy.
Niggas want to be Andrew Tate so bad.
Yeah, cause I don't even know where the fuck Sneeko came from.
I ain't gonna lie, he
You gotta
pissed
watch
me
his
off.
original
I cannot watch that. I cannot. I can watch. I feel like I can watch Andrew Tate more than I can watch Sneeko. I cannot watch Sneeko, bro.
I can't watch.
Piss me off.
I can't watch none of them boys.
Yeah,
Sneeko
I
has
can't
good
watch.
content.
You say what?
I said Sneeko has good content. His live stream is a little,
He
you know.
he just seemed like a wannabe to me, bro. I don't know. Sneeko seemed like too much of a wannabe. Like he not. I feel like he ain't doing this for him for real.
Go watch his old content.
Oh, hold on. Hey, El Vision, hold on. You gotta give Jalen the flow. He here to defend. Come on, let it go. Let it off.
I mean, I've been watching Sneeko since I was, you know, in Florida and shit like that. He wasn't doing the live streaming and shit like that. He was just doing his content, which was a little more artful and shit like that. But I can kind of understand where he's going now.
He gotta make the money off the women, bro. Pussy make the world go around. But just living.
He's pushing this creativity kit shit. So yeah, it kind of seems like this.
We bringing masculinity back.
I'm like, damn. And everything, and they talking about passing the torch to them. I'm like, oh my god, y'all niggas are doing the whole shit right now.
Oh, y'all hoes, bro.
This shit is entertainment, bro. They're hilarious.
Stunting on bitches. That's what they doing. That's how they make their living, bro. They trying to stun on hoes.
We're not even play this video.
Yeah, that is what we're saying.
I don't think it's sinister.
But yeah, nah, Sneeko, I just can't watch that.
I don't know how.
Cringe.
It hasn't been explained well.
There's a difference between sinister and something in between. There's something between sinister and innocent.
That's fair.
That exists.
That's true. There's being a capitalist, which is obviously a factor. Sure. Right. Yeah, we're gonna make money.
Honestly, I wish Parks was like had more dialogue between Adam. I think that would have been interesting. But everybody else is just overpowering and would not let them conversate. Because at least I think Parks is like a good like I would say person of like morale, but like I think he has like a lot objective view on things. So
who's Parks? Which one is Parks?
So Parks is not in the video, so he's like a B mic. So like he controls all the audio setups and stuff, right? And so he's a B mic, but you don't see his face. Yeah, so he's a B mic basically. Like he's like, you know, like he's there and he's involved, but he's just a B mic. And then these are the A mics.
Money off
that is capitalism.
But even if it,
yo,
like,
pull up the definition for sinister, so I make sure I know what I'm saying. Because they get me with that a lot.
Let's
I
say
want to be
we got
clear.
1 million extra views from re-uploading all those kind of Samuel's clips.
Sinister, giving the impression that something harmful or
I ain't gonna lie, he did get like millions of views off those clips. So probably like close to like 2, 3, but let's continue.
or evil is happening or will happen. That was sinister.
You think it's evil to make people watch more YouTube content?
I think it is. I'm only.
And look how good of a job Adam is. He's like simplifying the thing, his argument. So he's like saying like, oh, like I'm just making YouTube content. No, bro, you're not just making YouTube content. You're posting content at a certain time after someone died so you can profit off of it. You're not just making content. Because if you was just making content, you would have been done with the Kevin Samuel videos and let the interview do the numbers. Like just like with when Triple X died, and that's like your biggest viewed interview because I think it was like the only person that interviewed him. Like you didn't go back and make clips and then post it. Like that just lived, you know? And that makes sense. Like you already had content. That content's been out for like 2, 3 years. Then he died, and then that content just exploded. And that's okay. But when you deliberately go out your way to post content because someone died, it's just insane. And I just wanted to point out too, also, oh, you guys can't see it because my thing is blocking it, so that's that part.
Giving my opinion. I'm not asking y'all's opinion. My opinion is, like Ish said, before family members and loved ones get to put their loved one in the ground.
I mean to interrupt. It seems more like for money now because I don't even think the shorts were out at the time X died.
Yeah, they weren't.
So they weren't. So like it even is like okay, now he's pushing it for the money for real.
Oh yeah, because you open a separate channel to make clips to make money, and that's okay.
Or have the important
Just
conversations
admit to it. You know?
with everybody in the family that love this man. Now, every time we look at our phone, we have to see the likes of you, the likes of Vlad, the niggas that partake in that nasty side of the business, which is where it's only about metrics and monetization, and your moral compass is totally eliminated from this.
Joe is making an excellent point. He is making an excellent point. I'm gonna let him ride out.
That's what makes this nasty.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the kill shot?
To me, no, nasty. I'm not ready.
You ready for the kill shot?
I'm not ready. It said to me, damn, yo, when this important person dies, these are the figureheads. Some would call gatekeepers.
Here, I have a very important question.
You can't talk and listen.
When Pops
Yeah, Joe, but I was a little sassy. I was saying you can't talk and listen. Yeah, I feel like Adam has the most craziest faces when you pause every time on him. Like he'd be looking deranged sometimes. Like he look like and he's not racist, but he just be looking racist every time I pause on his face.
Smoke died, what the radio stations do?
I have no idea.
They played his music.
I don't make it right.
Hey, great point. Great point. They played his music to the sun up to the sun down. And you all know why they play his music from the sun up to the sun down. Because I bet you the label had all his rights. I bet you they had his publishing, his masters, all that. So they're like, yo, let's run it up. He died too early. We invested X amount of dollars. They definitely recoup, but they want to recoup some more. So they're coming back for that. Evil world out here, man.
I don't listen to the radio.
He died. We got to celebrate this motherfucker. We got to listen to the music that we all love that he made while he was alive. Playing his music is a celebration of his life.
I'm going to tell you why that's different.
Watching a Kevin Samuels.
It's not different, but I don't know if it's a celebration of his life. The music just exists, and you play it, and you watch it, and you enjoy it, and you listen to it, and you're enjoying it. It's okay. Like, like I said, two things can be true, bro. You could be like they played his music because they liked his music a lot, and they played his music because they know he died and they want to monetize off it. Two things can be true. Two things can be true.
It was a celebration of who this man was.
Different.
Pop Smoke's
Let me tell you why it's not a
I
good.
don't understand how y'all can't see that.
I can answer you. Pop Smoke, his music was already in rotation.
Always play it.
It's already in rotation.
They didn't go dig it up out of crate in a backyard somewhere and say because he died, we're
interview
playing
was already
it.
up. We just cut some clips from the interview and
re-uploaded it. 2 fucking weeks, Adam.
It's the same as us playing his record on the radio.
No, it's
not.
Yes, it is. Time out, hold on.
I'm not gonna lie. See, this is a really great area because he's not making new content. He's just transforming old content. Like, would I be upset if Ill Vision made a music video and then a couple years later he clips it up into like something else? I don't know. That's great content. Because if Pop Smoke already dropped music, are we just because he died, we're gonna stop playing his music? If his music we good, we're gonna play that bit. We gonna play that bit. And I think, and there's like, it's just a really great area. And I think that's the same thing that happened with R. Kelly. Like, it was just a really great area where like you're like, oh my God, this music is like phenomenal. But at the same time, you're like, yo, I cannot be supporting this shit. This nigga is sick. Like, Buddy is sick. Like even today, bro, I'm like at work, you know, doing my little ones and twos and stuff. And then like R. Kelly just came, and I'm like, bruh, this is music. This is some good shit. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, wait, hold on. I can't really be supporting this because I don't think he's talking about some grown women. You know, man could be talking about a 12-year-old girl for all I know, dog. Like, that's where it gets twisted.
Kevin Samuels, his thing was his personality. The interview itself was up. We cut like I don't know however many, maybe five
more than
10-minute clips.
It's more than 5
those
clips.
up. We hadn't done that. We haven't.
It was like 5 or 6.
How many clips did you
That's
clip?
different.
I have absolutely no
Well,
recollection.
it's your company. You like to fall back on that line.
What happened?
Oh, okay. I thought this was part of the video too. I was like, when the hell did this guy?
How many? Not 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Find a way to get a definite number.
The whole time, bro.
It wasn't 3.
Kevin
And it wasn't
Samuels,
4.
no jumper. Let's see what.
I didn't know that.
It wasn't 3 and it wasn't 4. I don't need to search shit.
It
It wasn't 3 or 4.
You said what? Yeah.
About to have us some Valorant.
Oh, have fun.
Tasteful to me, but it's not nasty or
No.
something.
To answer
To me,
his,
that's disgusting.
in his
Okay.
defense, I didn't know that he already aired his interview.
Kevin
I thought
Samuels
they had the interview in the tuck,
No.
and then when he died,
It was out.
Scroll back up to the
Oh,
top
so
so we can see how
I'm not
far
mad.
apart it is.
I'm not
Kevin
mad at
Samuels
that.
interview
I
1
am.
year ago, and then look at the clips are from like 3 months ago when he passed.
See, it's just like, he's not really too mad about it. Like, okay, like that seems reasonable, you know?
one,
We hadn't uploaded these clips yet.
3,
We got 3.
4,
No, that's not
5,
us. Just 3. That one's old. So 3
that's a
clips.
year ago.
3 clips that all did a couple 100,000 views at least each.
Hey, you hear Adam just said a couple 100,000? Let me show you what a couple 100,000 look like, since it's a couple. Go back. Y'all be like, yeah, that's a couple, all right. Couple of lies. All right, so 537,000 views. You know, that's a couple of views. Couple of 100,000. 700,000. You know, that's a couple of thousand. This one didn't really do too well. Kind of dropped off after that, honestly. Why was such a drop? Thumbnail? Might have been timing. YouTube algorithm is a weird thing.
Because people in that moment wanted to talk about Kevin Samuels and wanted to, cherish what he was to the community while he was out. We found 3 for the record. 3 right there. You can see all of them right there.
Kevin Samuels on interracial relationships.
1.
Yeah, read
Stop
the
right
headlines
there.
too. Read the
Stop
headlines
right
too,
there.
Yeah, because that's important.
Let's take one at a time.
That is important. The headline is important.
You don't see how at the time of a man's death, you can take something controversial from them and post it and have people feeling or looking at this in a light other than, hey, this man died. Let's honor it.
Woo wee. Joe Budden just broke it down, and he is 100% right about that.
What he talking about?
So basically, he's like, so like, you don't think it's wrong that you took the controversy part of someone that recently died and posted, and now that negative light is being shined while their family is grieving.
Say that one more time.
Okay, so damn, I forgot what I was saying. All right, so basically, like he's saying, like, like you don't think it's wrong that, you took certain parts of someone's character, right? Or like you took certain clips of like your interview, right? But those clips weren't like anything positive. They weren't negative, but they were certainly controversial, where it kind of puts him in a bad light, right? And you put this out like right after he dies, while his family's like mourning. Like, could you imagine being like his son and you run into a video talking about your dad talking about how he brought an escort to like work.
I mean, bro, regardless of when that nigga passed away, that's all that was gonna be on the internet. Like,
and got him like
he wasn't saying nothing like that was gonna put him in a good light anyway. You know what I'm saying?
But if you watch that whole video, he has certain parts of the video that was like really good, like it really like kind of almost humanized him to a sense. Because like when you watch his interview or like you watch his live streams view, it's not bad. It's really not. It's just 10 minutes. It's exacerbated out of 3 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, shoot, he did that himself on his own channel.
Yeah, he did. So I guess you gotta live with the consequence. You gotta live what it comes with. If you made money off this shit, if you die, what are you leaving? And this is what you're leaving.
That's exactly what he left. So, I mean, he wasn't all the way in the like he just carrying on, bro. Man, at that point,
Yeah,
that's what his brand was.
Yeah, and that's why I just think it's such a great area because like both parties benefit from that, you know?
Yeah, like
it's not like, oh, like you went and go hack his phone and found a sex tape like Kevin Summer, he'll pipe in some a 6, you know? Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. I'm sorry, but like, imagine you find a video of that nigga piping down like a 4 or 5. Niggas would be hot.
They say he passed away with one, so that's why they was really mad at that boy.
And like, bruh, like, even with the video of Nelly getting his dick sucked, them niggas like, what the fuck is that?
Who?
Nelly.
Oh.
Yeah, I see that video of him getting his dick sucked, and the girl was hit.
Nah.
Alright, so basically, there was a video of Nelly allegedly getting his dick sucked by a woman, and she did not look like she should be sucking Nelly's dick. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, bro, think about it like this. Kevin Samuels boy really like, he ain't had no good face with the shorties from the get go. Like, he's 55.
Yo.
55. Like, so I'm pretty sure that boy he wasn't pulling no tens in the first place, was probably why he was mad anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, bro, he put himself in that position, though. Like, he can't blame nobody else. Like, he put himself in that position. He left that. That's what he left for the world.
Well, you don't have to blame himself. He dead.
He left that for the world, man. That boy No Jumper just did what he thought was.
He thought was right.
He did what he thought was best shit.
And this content he made, that's why I don't feel that bad. It's like his content, like he sat there for an hour, did the interview, killed the interview. Like, yeah, like it's his content. So I mean, there's some things that Joe Budden has done with the Joe Budden podcast that were very controversial. But you know.
Yeah.
It's just that unfortunately he's a white man, so he's gonna take all the blame. He's a popular white man. Probably the white man that made the most money off the death.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't tripping. Like, he's not tripping. Joe Budden mad probably because he ain't get the interview.
He interviewed Kevin Samuels.
Oh, okay.
And that shit did numbers. That shit did $1 million in like the first week or so.
I ain't gonna lie, that boy Kevin was popping,
boy. Every platform he touched, that shit was doing numbers. That's one thing that separated him from everybody else. All them niggas, like, they only did numbers on their shit. But when they go on somebody else's shit, no one give a fuck about the niggas. But once that nigga touch a platform, oh hell, break.
Ready, he was finna run it.
Bruh.
All he gotta do is say something. All he gotta do is say something.
No, for real. And you know what's so crazy too? He was just being himself. That was the crazy. Like not gonna lie, his shit was like in the range where like he was making content, but that shit was natural, bro.
That boy was a capper.
And he was capping.
They say that boy died with a big girl, bro.
A big?
I don't believe that.
I heard the opposite.
But what's wrong?
No, bro. Look it up. They say he died with a big girl.
What's wrong with dying with a big girl though? Was she cute though?
All of his content was against big girls.
Oh yeah, call them linebackers and shit.
You can't be 160.
Yeah, that's everything he ever spoke about was like, you can't, you overweight, da 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 da. Ain't no man gonna want you, do 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 do. And he died. They say he died with a big girl. Like the big
That's
girl was in
crazy.
the room while he had that heart attack.
That's crazy.
So that's what a lot of people threw his started throwing his content out the window after that too.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the big girls.
They always doing numbers, man.
Shout out to the big girls. I don't know why guys be dragging big girls. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I used to think.
What you mean you don't know why?
Yeah,
I know why, but like, I guess somebody his age shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, bro, he was nearly 100. I don't know why he was talking about that.
You gotta chill.
Like, God, cause bro, he really was doing him well. I ain't like how he was talking to some ladies.
Yeah, some of them were like, there was like at some point I just stopped watching because I was like, yeah, this is not.
Some of them was really nice. Like a lot of them wasn't rude. Like a lot of them was really nice, and they was just looking for some like help, cause he seemed like he had the answers.
But it's still the women's fault because they just be going on there and they know what they gonna get, dog.
It's like they know, but in a sense they don't at the same time.
It's like the girl complaining about niggas being the same, but she's still fucking the same nigga she complaining about. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, go sit in the corner, go suck some dick in silence, please. Like, you can't be talking about no nigga and then suck his dick the next day. It's wild.
That boy used to go and he'd be like, "You can't see, you don't listen. You don't listen. Ain't nobody gonna want to deal with you." He used to go crazy.
He used to go too crazy. That nigga needed a chill pill for it.
Easy way to remedy this.
No, they gave me an ad.
I'm about to play some recoil, man.
What the hell is Rico?
It's Modern Warfare 2 on Roblox.
Oh, I was like, what? Hey,
Good game.
hey, hold on. Y'all look at this man's setup. Tell me what's wrong with this setup.
That boy got a laptop in front of his dual monitor. This shit.
Tell me what else is wrong with his setup.
Wait, who you talking about?
This thing.
He got.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, tell me why one monitor on and one monitor off, but the laptop on. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Oh, I can't rewind ads.
Boy said, I don't need the prompt. You don't need the.
I'm cool with the sound panels. That boy didn't even fix his pillows to look right. Hold on. We're gonna dissect this ad.
Extremely usable and easy to set up. I can take the
Wait, so you
deposit.
trying to dissect this, man?
And he a photographer. Oh god. Goddamn.
You heard that, Jalen?
All the events, and that's something that has
I was watching the Jubilee video, and
really helped.
the guy was a fucking photographer too, and I was like, okay.
From in my head onto a
I went
website.
to watch the
Every
female
day
version of the
feels like
6
getting
days.
up to work
There
on
was a
something
photographer
that
as well. I'm like, yo.
you want really badly.
We up.
That
Shout out to all the
feeling is
photographers.
My favorite part of
We up.
Yeah, I know.
Rest in peace, Kevin
Nah, there's too many
Samuels.
of us.
Tell me that you are lacking the humanness to where you don't see what I'm saying.
Kevin Samuels dedicated his life to spreading his message.
You don't know. Wait, stop.
He
That's
did. He
that's
killed
more
me.
bullshit.
You said what?
No, I'm playing a game. I'm playing recoil.
You always challenge things that are so evident. His whole career was sitting on stream and making these videos and spreading his message to people. How could I possibly be faulted for spreading his message further after he passed, knowing that this is the time when people are really going to want to consume this information?
The arrogance of you. You have known of Kevin Samuels for how many years?
Let's say
you can't surmise shit about Kevin Samuels.
I ain't gonna lie, Joe Budden got a point, bro. You only did one interview with the man. You can know of somebody for 2 years, but doesn't mean you know somebody for 2 years.
What he said?
Nah, so basically what he's saying, like, oh, like he was saying, like, oh, this was what Kevin Samuels wanted to do. He wanted to spread this message, and he was basically saying, like, oh, like Kevin Samuels wanted to, like, he was basically saying this is like his life work, right? And Joe Budden's like, you haven't even known him for like 2 years. Like, how long have you known him? And like, now that I'm breaking it down, like, you honestly only spoke to him for probably like maybe I'm gonna give you pre-production and post-production. Probably talked to him to like 3-4 hours, and then went about your day.
But
you can't get. I don't think you can gather much from that. Yes, you can go off his content, but like that's like someone like watching like your videos and be like, yeah, I know what kind of videographer Calvin wants to be. He wants to make music videos for black people.
Though that's the thing. Like somebody can look at if somebody is like they specialize in that area. Like how I had that interview, Buddy picked my work apart. I didn't have to tell him. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can. Honestly, you don't really have to know.
You can, but he wasn't.
See what they putting out.
But he wasn't putting you in a box. Like he was actually.
I get what Joe Budden's saying, but at the same time, that was that man life work. Man. Like clearly, that's what he wanted to put out. That's clearly he didn't know, bro, for that long. I mean, we didn't have to know him to see he was like ignorant.
Yeah.
For him to even be able to post that type of.
I just thought he just made money off that shit, so he rode with it. That's it. I don't think 60% of the things he said he really felt. I think he just made money and he rolled with it. Honestly, hey, I'm about to drive them women through the fucking mud if I'm making 20-40 bands a month.
They made it easy for him, man. I can't even lie.
And
it made it easier for him to speak about, but that seemed like that boy mindset. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Hey, you know what he sounded like? Cause I ain't gonna lie, he looked kind of like he wanted to fit in low key in college.
Yeah.
So like, honestly, he probably wasn't even touching no pussy till he joined a frat.
Bro, you could tell. You can tell, bro. Literally can tell. They probably wasn't even touching it after the fact. Because I feel like that man went. I feel like he got all the way to 55 and really ain't do nothing. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, don't say that. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know what kind of life the man lived.
That boy was fed up. That boy was fed up.
Oh shit, that's funny.
That boy was fed up. He was like, I am done. I'm finna rip, like you said, I'm finna rip them apart.
You to know somebody for 2 years and think that you could say what their whole life was dedicated to.
That's self-evident.
But his life,
no, it's not. That shit was to make content and spread his views to the world.
You don't know that.
Stop.
You don't know that.
That's all I
You
know that.
You are lacking accountability.
You saw him do it for 2 years.
You saw him do it for 2 years. How old was he? How old was he?
How old was he?
If he had some other mission, he didn't
express it to me during the interview. In the interview, he told me, this is what I'm doing. I think it's important. I think that I'm having an important impact on specifically black people's relationships. That was what was important to him.
So say that though. You said his life was based on something else. You didn't say that.
Making content about the things that he believes in, and interracial relationships were definitely something that he.
I forgot Bernard was in here.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with further spreading his words after he passed.
Not at all.
Call of Duty Battle more important.
I didn't know that the interview had already been. That changes things from my opinion. However,
so we're not gonna play Tekken or Jalen. Let me know.
No, I'm gonna stop it so I can.
How you guys worded the clips? This is clickbait.
So could they'll take up 80 gigs of your life to only play it for 2 hours?
When I hear clickbait, I hear good titling.
But I'm gonna make some content off
videos so people will actually watch
off of them.
Now, but you are playing on the fact that he was as the disdain for him was bigger than the positive popularity for him. Would you agree?
Clickbait.
I think that there's more people.
Tekken Pro comes out of retirement.
No way, especially in the pro.
Hey, they about to see that boy play and be like, this is a whole sack of shit.
80 love and 20%.
Y'all think so?
No,
I spend 10 minutes in the training, bro.
Not
I'll
even close.
destroy you.
But you know
think
what?
so?
He can say that
I
being
know
coming
so.
from a
Go
white
spend
male.
10 minutes
I was
in there
really
with your
kind of
hitbox.
tuned out to
And he
the negative.
Yeah, I will use
No,
hitbox. Matter of fact, I got to
sure.
plug up right now.
He's coming
No,
from
I
a
was
white
saying,
male's
did y'all get
perspective,
anything?
so he can potentially
Yeah, I got a 1440 monitor.
say that.
I know
Get
God damn.
get anything from what?
I went to Best Buy. I had Zaria give me a.
You got the one that you wanted?
Yeah, I got like a 1440, like 100 something hertz monitor.
Probably 165.
She
Yeah,
bought that for you?
yeah, because I was getting her about.
What a pimp.
Cause you was what?
I told her I wanted a graduation gift.
Oh, that's fly. Hey, that's fly. Hey, my boy said I want a graduation gift, so drop that gift right now. She said, "Yes, daddy." Talk it to me. Hey, hey, that's fly. I ain't gonna lie, that's fly. That's hot.
Y'all stupid.
Nah, that's fly. Cause you saying that bit like I would understand if it's like a little regular monitor, but you got you some high quality shit.
I need my graduation gift.
Monitor stand too.
Woo, woo. And you bought it from Best Buy, so you know it's expensive.
Actually, it was on sale.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Say what?
Surprisingly, yeah, it was on sale.
I need mine earlier because Bernard got his early.
Oh god.
Shit, I didn't even know that was a thing. Maybe I need to start. I need to go back and request some shit. Graduate gifts.
You say what?
She mentioned it before I even got into my program, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, and she fulfilled her promise.
He got a brand new monitor, so I need something.
Oh, Bree, you gotta step it up now.
You can't let Bernard. You can't let
you,
give me something.
you gotta step it up now. Either you gonna have to.
Jalen, let me know when you load it up. I'm starting that lobby now.
I'm loading.
Oh, okay. I'm starting a lobby.
You say what?
Almost nobody who doesn't like the guy. You know, everybody I know thought he was.
But I'm about to end it. That was fun. That was good. That was good. I ain't even gonna lie.
Did you record it or did you just live stream it?
I live stream it, so you already know I'm about to do that. You already know I'm about to do that. I'm about to clip.
You should start recording it while you're doing your live.